Morning, well, Hippy Trev here. Another beautiful day up here in paradise. So it's time to get back up onto the bus roof. Go back up and have a quick look. Let's basically see where we left off and what I'm going to try and do today. This can do a bit of a clean. So I've only got these two panels working at the moment, that one and that one. This one isn't working at the moment, but it needs to be connected up. That's still hiding that there's a hutch under there, which I'll show you about. So this one I've just got to finish off my little toadstool. So I need to do a bit of white painting on there, a few white dots on the top. Kill that fucking dog over there that won't shut up. Something like that. Anyway, rightio, so I'm going to lift this up in a sec. So this section here has only had one coat of seal over it. This one here has had 2 coats of seal. Those two there, 2 loads of paint. This has only had 1 load of paint. So basically what I'm going to do, I want to get my second coat of sealer on all this first. And then get a couple of coats of paint on. And then eventually get back to here and get another coat of paint on here and just have this whole section. Oh, there goes the postie. So basically have this whole section right the way up to there. Sealed up and done. Then start down the back here. So I've still got this hole in the roof I don't know what to do with. Hasn't rained up here for, I think we're coming on to 2 months. Over 2 months we haven't had a drop of rain. And the last time it did rain, I'm pretty sure I was getting a leak in under around here. So I'm going to put some sealant in around, might try and get some sealant in under around this joint. I'm sure that was leaking. That was the last big patch I put on there. That was huge, and just sealed a lot of that with Celestic. But that was a big patch. Had to cut in around there. Righto. I need to give this roof. Right, I need to give this roof a quick dust off. Alright, well, so we're up on the roof, and I've just had a delivery. Okay, it's definitely to me. Okay, I don't know who this is from, and I don't even know what it is. What the hell is this? There's no note. Something resin. Okay, someone's going to have to explain to me what I've just been given here. I have no idea. Oh, far out. Oh, okay, right. Okay, so this is a resin glue. Rightio. I can't remember who was telling me about they were going to send me this stuff. I can't remember who that was for my models. And yes, I need to get back into my models. Plenty of you are very much hanging out. So, yes, I don't quite. I have to work out how to use it. Yes, I remember you saying, so a little bit of resin, and then you shine it with this blue light here, and it's pretty much, I can smell it. It smells like the dentist. Mate, thank you so much. I remember you telling me about this stuff, so it's finally arrived. I was going to get started into a model and have this week off, but thank you, whoever it was. I remember you telling me about this stuff, and thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. You know I do. I appreciate everything. Plans have sort of changed. I was supposed to be heading to Perth. Now, I need to get in and get this roof sealed up. And I think the next thing I'll be doing is doing a run down to Victoria. It could be at a moment's notice, and It could be at a moment's notice. At this stage, we don't think so, or I believe that is not the situation. But other than that, basically I'm planning my next bike ride down to Victoria at the moment. But what I need to do is I need to get this bus all sealed up first, and especially this roof sealed up and painted. So if I do want, I need to get this roof sealed up and sorted, so if I do need to go away at any time, I can just close the doors, walk out, and basically know everything in the bus is going to be safe. So, wow, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Sorry if I don't sound overexcited today. Yeah, I'm still a bit hungover from the show, and I'm finding it hard to get my work ethic going, but I need to get up here and get into this roof. So just thank you very, very much. I know exactly what this stuff is. I've just got to learn out how to use it. Going to start a model yesterday, and I just wasn't up to it. And then the way the situation is like I said, and the way the situation is, I literally could be on my way down to Victoria at a moment's notice at this stage. We just don't know. So anyway, so hang in there, brother. So and yes, Red, make sure you keep your belts tight. They're difference to chains. So anyway, righty wells, I need to get back onto this job. I need to go and get me sealer. I need to seal up this section here. Don't know what to do about this hole just yet. Don't know how to seal it up. I'm not even sure whether I should be cutting a hole through into the inside of the bus. I don't know what to do there. So anyway, I'm gonna get back up here with the sealer. Alright, well, we've got our sealant. Also, big shout out to Jeremy, Trish and Pete. Hope you're going well. I know you said Jeremy was having a few incidents and so forth, so hope you're doing well there, mate. And anyway, yeah, big shout out. Jeremy, Trish and Pete. How you going? And I should shout out to old mate, Oski. Pete's #1 grandson, and used to be my #1 supporter. I guess he's getting a bit older now, so my videos no longer put him to sleep, as they used to do. Remember Pete telling me that. Couldn't get Oscar to sleep. Put him on one of Hippy Trev's videos. Oscar would come running, and within about half an hour or less, he'd be snoozing his little head off. Bored to sleep by my videos. How cool is that? Doesn't get much better than that. When you can put a 2-year-old child to sleep in your videos. That's something pretty special, I reckon. Right. I'm going to let that dry for now, so I'm going to have a cup of tea, then I'm going to come up, I'm going to paint that. I'm going to come back up, let that dry, purple, let that dry, another coat of purple, let that dry, and then I'm going to do a third coat of purple right the way back, all the way through to here. So that should be enough for today's mission, and I need to go and wash this brush out before it seals. So that's the start of up here today, and then it's back into sanding and grinding all the way back to the back. I think I'll just do it in one little section at a time. On those, just follow the rib lines, blah blah blah, and get down to the back of the bus sealed up, and then get my solar panels up and running. So rightio. Alright, well, so my artistic talent isn't very good, so I'm just going to try and do a best I can here. I'll give this a little mushy here a white stalk. Probably could have been yellow, but I'm just going to do white. I don't seem to have the artistic license of a lot of other people who know how to do really cool stuff. Alright, now I've got to try and do little circles or little round dots. And this isn't going to work out very good, knowing me, because I don't have an artistic license, and I should not be allowed to do this sort of stuff, because I'm terrible at it. I know this looks nothing like what it should, but when do I do anything that looks like it should? Yeah, we're just going to do that. There we go. A little bit of hot green around the bottom. I know this looks stupid. I love fluoro colours. Just the bright fluoro colours. And that's not going to work. All right. Rightio, well, so that's my attempt at doing a toadstool. It's as good as it gets. I need to get down and wash my brushes. I was going to try and do some hot pink circles and lime circles, but it's just going to make a hell of a mess, so we're going to leave it at that. Rightio, well. Oh, God, we got a plane. Looks like it's coming in like a fighter plane over there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Almost going straight up overhead. There it is. Oh, nearly fell over. Oh, geez, I nearly fell over backwards. Right, usually up too high, but what there is down here is quite a big groove, and I'm going to put some celastic down in there of this T-Rex stuff, whatever it is. Oh, there's me friendly Maggie on the ground. Looks like he wants to come and grab some food. I love my magpies around here. They're really cool. This stuff's not coming out the way it's supposed to. I'm overly impressed with the way this is coming out of the tube at the moment. We'll try and get this little spot here filled up. Let's hope that seals that up. I may even have to come up in under these rubbers, in under here. It could be leaking, so. Rightio, that does us up here for now. The roof's still very, very tacky from putting that sealer on, so I need to wait at least. That bit of the roof's still really tacky where I put the sealer on, so I need to wait at least an hour or so and come back, throw my first coat of purple over that. Throw my first coat of purple over that, first coat of purple over this. Let that dry, come back, second coat here. Let all that dry, then it's come back and there's a third coat all the way through to there. That's pretty much all done. And then it's try and get some solar panels up and fitted hopefully. So, and yes, what to do about this bloody hole here. That is a huge hole in the middle of my bus. So inside this is all carpet, so I could cut it, bend it all up and have a beautiful big hole in my bus. Especially in the summertime, that would let a lot of heat out. But how do I seal it up and stop it from water getting in when it pisses down rain? That one I haven't figured out yet, so I don't even know if it's worth opening this up or just seal the bastard up. So, rightio, I'll get back to you when I'm doing a bit more later on. Later. Rightio, worlds. We're back up on the roof of the bus, and I'm going to start laying some paint. I'm excited. So I've come up over this ladder on this side because I want to paint the edges a lot better as I go along. Starting to warm up a bit. She's getting warm up there on me footsies on the roof. And when I was kneeling down, I burned the shit out of my knees. So, first coat on. There's gonna have another 2 or 3 over that. I know it looks crappy. It'll look better when I get a few more coats on. Really don't need no Stairmaster or any gym equipment when you're doing this sort of work. I was supposed to get my air compressor fired up and lay out all these gutters. I just want to do these edges here first before I get up on top and start painting. I'll go along and do this edge the second time on the ground. Right, let's get this last bit here done. I want to leave this red and that a little bit around there because it almost looks a little bit earthy. Right, so now I'm just going to go along and do those edges. Right, well, all one little bit here, all those has been repainted. Right, let that dry. Come back, put another single coat over these last 3, and then come back and do one more cover over the whole lot. I need to get down and wash my brushes. Another reason, cheeky Maggies. Another reason I need to get into it right now. It's getting hot up there already. I've already burnt the bottom of my feet, I've burnt the bottom of my hands, and I've also burnt my knees from being up there. So, a couple more weeks' time, probably won't be able to get up there. Yeah, I'm huffing and puffing. Yeah, too many. Anyway, so all right, let that dry. 3 bays, second coat. Let that dry. All bays, 1/4 and final coat. So, I need to get in and wash my brush out. Of course, it's going to end up on the driveway, and we'll catch you a bit later on when I'm doing some more. So later on. Right, well, it's a bit later on. A few clouds coming over, which is probably better for me because it's not so hot up there. Now I want to paint that hutch there, and I've got a couple of bright colours I think I'm going to use, and I'm going to paint the lid as well. Now, because of the colours I'm going to use, I've got very little in the way of spray can paint, well, rattle can paint. So I'm going to use the 2 fluoro colours up there, and then I'm going to paint the base a different colour up there. So, and once all this painting's done in this area up here, I've actually got to really start getting back into. I've got to get back into hooking up my solar panels. So there's me little toadstool. He's not a mushroom, he's a toadstool. Right, now I'm going to paint this cover. And it's probably going to turn out really crappy, knowing me, because I'm not an artist. Looked better before I did that then. Damn it. Alright, that's it for that. I'm going to do something the same for this. I'm going to clean this hatch here up. This is my 4-way hatch. I'm going to do the same for that, and I'm going to clear that up and do that. So, rightio. Now I've got to paint the bottom and around and the sides. Rightio, world. You're not going to see much from that side until you're down on the ground, and what I'm going to do here next. Oops. So, I'm going to try not to make too much of a mess here with this one. Repaint that with purple. So it doesn't have the impact I was hoping it was going to have. And it doesn't look as good as I was hoping it was going to look. But that's just the way it goes. So maybe the next colour I'm going to use will work out better. I mean, I'm actually painting over rotten wood, literally. Oh yeah, so I'm going to have blue. It's about the only other paint I've got left that I can, that I've got. So it's a nice enough blue. Get on without making too much of a mess here. Oh, I like that. There we go, just a little splash of colour to brighten up my world. Because I need colour in my world. I do. Rightio. I think that's as good as it gets for now. And now what I've got to do is I've got to get back and it's paint the whole roof time. Whew, it's going to be a big job. Literally, I've got to paint from, well, from over here, from here all the way through back to over there, the whole thing. Can I reach? Yes, I can. So I think my little toadstool turned out okay for like me, and that's my little artwork here. I mean, for me, that's very artistic. So anyway, rightio world, battery's getting flat on this one. I'm going to get off the roof and get a bit hot up here again, and then start getting myself set up to do the last final paint. I don't think I'll be connecting any solar panels tonight or later today. That's another whole job on itself, is rewiring this whole roof, and I've got that other battery. That's a massive big job, but really what I want to do is just get this part of the roof sealed up and done. So rightio worlds, catch you later. Rightio world, yeah, we get sunny breaks and grey cloudy breaks. At the moment I'm kind of like the grey cloudy breaks. I don't think there's any rain around. I'm going for the big push right now. So as you can see, got some little bit of colouring up there and done. I love it, I reckon it looks good. So basically the big push is now, I've just blown out all the gutters through there. So the big push now is this whole section of roof right the way through to that section of roof that's been painted. We're going to paint again, and this is what I call the big push, because I've got to try and hopefully get it all done in one hit, like just do the whole lot. And then I want to put a little bit of trimming on. I'm really loving that blue. I might even do blue ribbings yet. Anyway, I've got to get set up, get my paint ready. I'm going to start right here, and we're going to paint the whole roof one more time. Okay, so I'm actually going to start painting up that end, but I just want to start here to... You fucking cut off the camera. So I'm going to start up that end, but I just want to start here to... Oh, these fucking GoPros. I don't know when I'm recording and when I'm not. All right, so I'm down to this, we're down to this last bit over here. And then I'm going to paint, let this dry a bit. I'm actually going to get out. I'm going to do a bit of trim work along the guttering just to make it look I've got a colour in mind, but I think I might go to a different colour. So now this part of the painting job is pretty much done. Oh, that hurt. Once this base here is painted, all the bays are painted, then it's back to looking at solar panels and stuff and getting them wired up, and how I was going to wire them in, and I was going to change a couple of things and put extra on and off switches so I can turn each panel off and on as needed. Like sometimes in the heat of day, she puts down too much power, even though the regulator should regulate it. Sometimes she bumps her up to 15 volts and the inverter turns off. So if I can turn panels off, I can actually lower that and stay on my inverted power. That was the idea of getting those batteries. I'm not sure how good those batteries will be, but 6 batteries, set them up right if they're good enough, and I've got my panels powered up the right way. I may be able to also run my fridge on the mains power, as at the moment is the only thing that does run on mains power in the bus is the fridge. I've got everything else running on inverter power or 12 volt powers. But I've also only had 2 solar panels working since I started on the roof. How long ago that was? God, a couple of months. So the batteries haven't been getting full charging, so basically what I've been doing over night time is around 5 or 6 o'clock of the night, I will convert back to mains power. So I give me batteries a rest. I still run my lights and the pumps. They all still run on 12 volt even when I flick back to mains power. But it's just the fridge, TV, laptop, fridge, TV, laptop, and my stereo, the amp. That's the only thing I have running on mains power over night time. And most nights I don't even have my TV on. Anyhow, well, that's it. Today's mission is done. The whole roof has been sealed, 2 coats of seal, triple painted. It's done. Now I can seriously look at solar panels. Righto, well, I'm gonna get down, clean up my gear, and then I have to let this dry for a little bit, and then I'm gonna work out what colour I'm gonna paint my trim. Rightio, catch you on the ground. Rightio, so I found some paint that I'm gonna use for my trim. I don't know how much conversation you heard before, but I was saying about having to head down to Victoria, and would anyone be interested in coming down with me? Not sure when, but I'm starting to get. That's why I'm starting to get onto this now, because in one way I'm sort of got to seriously think about prepping myself, and just start getting a few more bike rides in, basically to get my fitness up to do the trip. The last time I did the run down, it took me 2.5 days. I was pushing it, I was running hard. That's on the motor that's in the bike now, not the one beforehand. And yeah, it was bloody hard work. So maybe I'll take my time this time. Now, like I said, I don't know how much was heard in the last conversation, because I think my GoPro was actually turned off. Bloody GoPros, you don't know what's going on with them half the time. You think they're on, and they're not. I do not camp on the side of the road. I have other requirements, and one mostly being a fridge that holds ice. After that, it's I need mains power. Oh, I need a rag to clean up my overpaint. I need mains power to be able to charge up things like GoPro batteries, phone, all that stuff over night time. So I'm afraid camping out in the bush just does not do it for me. And I also need my own motel room. I don't care if I'm travelling male or female, you're going to need your own room. Especially when it comes to things for me like editing and stuff, I just can't have anyone around me while I'm editing. It just throws me right off. So, anyway, keep it in mind. Maybe there might be some people along the way we can drop in, or I can drop in and maybe camp for the night on the way down. And if anyone makes a smart ass comment that they wouldn't pay me to come and paint their house, well, I want to come and paint your house anyway. I just sort of chuck that in there. You know, you get some smart ass, oh gee, why don't you come and paint my joint? Maybe that's how you do it. Well, I wouldn't want to come and paint your joint either. That's it. Right, well, that's it. That's how it looks. Like I said, I still might paint the ribs all the way across, break them up with some blue and some other colours just on the rivet lines. But I was going to go all Partridge family up there, like the Partridge family bus and all that, and then sort of realised that, well, I'm covering the roof mostly in solar panels anywhere, and the only reason I thought to go that idea was when I was Google Earthing my place from above, and next to the shed all you saw was this big grey, long, cigar-looking object, which was the bus, and I thought, wow, imagine how that'd look if I painted all the roof different colours, all Partridge family, which I was originally going to set out to do, and then, of course, the rains came and the water leaks came and the holes and the big cavities came, and I spent more time trying to get them sealed out than trying to do anything else. So, I don't think I'm going to go all Partridge family on the roof. I think that's just a little bit of excess, but I do love my little toady stool, so whoever gave me that idea, thank you. I like what I've done with the hutch over there. Maybe the yellow doesn't look so cool, I can always change that later. And I do have to come along at some stage and just neaten up my little orange borderline along there. So there is sort of a bike ride in the planning as we speak. I'm hoping maybe November. Fingers crossed it doesn't have to be before that. You know why that is, brother. We had that conversation. So yeah, like I said, if anyone wants to come down, get in contact maybe, or someone might be able to offer accommodation on the way down, or maybe someone might just want to catch up somewhere along the line, do a bit of the run with me, a couple of miles here, a couple of miles there. I'll be sort of doing real time, so as I land in the motels of the night time, I hope I'll have the energy to be putting vids up so you know exactly where I am, and basically where I'm going to be the next few days on the way down to where I'm going. So, can't believe I got that done. Wow, that's pretty good for not a bad day's effort. And the weather was just spot on, just before it's starting to get too hot. And yeah, well, now the big shit comes. Well, basically I've got to really start thinking about my solar panels maybe tomorrow or the next day. Might leave that just dry up there for a couple of days. I've got to think about my solar panels, those other batteries have to go in. Yeah, it's a fair bit involved still. So anyway, worlds, at least I got something done today. So, all right, stay safe, keep your knees in the breeze, and I will catch you later. Cheers, Red. Later. Bye.